Welcome to the Tavern of Endless Stories, my fellow adventurer. My name is Model 42 and today I want to tell you about my 10 favorite classes in Pathfinder 2nd edition that were released so far. I tried to keep it short and simple, and without further ado, let's dive right in. We begin this list with the Magus on spot number 10, released in the Secrets of Magic book. This is a hybrid of a fighter and a wizard, being able to sling a very limited selection of spells, while still being pretty decent in close combat situations. What makes her so awesome in my opinion, is his unique ability, Spell Strike, with which she can cast a targeting spell and attack at the same time, with some really cool and unique class feats to switch this attack up a bit more. Spot number 9 goes to the ultimate toolkit since 1st edition, the Fighter, the most broken class in the game, in concept, since she starts with a +2 bonus on all attack rolls, and crits included pretty much, that keeps her ahead of the other classes for the whole game. But what I love the most is still what I loved in 1st edition. You can build this class however you want, specializing on a fighting style or even on an archetype, giving this class even more versatility. Number 8 is the Inventor, from the Guns and Gears book, a very new and fresh concept that didn't exist in 1st edition. What I really love about her, despite the ghoul-sounding overdrive ability, is her innovation, which can be a weapon, an armor, or a construct familiar, which you tune and change and upgrade over the course of the game, making it unique, awesome, and fitting for your playstyle. Really great stuff. On spot number 7 is the second class from the Secrets of Magic book, the Summoner. Just as in 1st edition, her ability of being bound together with an Eidolon, a fantastical creature, is so unique. Not only do you build it yourself and change it with new feats and abilities, she is the class that right now embodies teamwork with another being, in this case, her summoned Eidolon, to an awesome degree. With grace and perception, the rogue sneaks onto spot number 6 on my list, because she is, just like the Fighter, one of the most versatile classes in the game, at least when it comes to skills. And not only because she is the one class who can be trained in everything. My personal favorite is the Scoundrel version, focusing on her silver tongue, and because of her sneak attack feature, you always look for a more tactical approach in combat, which I am a big fan of. Spot number 5 will be the Swashbuckler, which is pretty much the ultimate combination of fighter and rogue, being great in combat, but also having lots of skills to make herself useful outside of combat. The coolest feature however is built around her resource, Panache, which allows her to make some cool tricks, and most importantly, give her access to the ability, Finisher, which, just like in Mortal Kombat and other fighting games, is a really cool strike that can deal a lot of damage and conditions, depending on how you built your character. Number 4 is the Barbarian, which is my favorite pure melee class, and it should be easy to see why. Not only is she really strong, her rage ability can be built and customized to your liking. She has some really useful class feats to learn, and is the one class where the underused action, Demoralize, should happen naturally since it just fits a barbarian's nature and combat style. This makes her not only strong, but also a great team player, since a frightened enemy is easier hit and critted on by the rest of her party. Great stuff. Bronze, or the third spot, goes to the Witch, which you can find in the Advanced Player's Guide, which is more or less a different version of a wizard, switching books and schools for a patron and a familiar, adding the amazing, though not as broken hexes from 1st edition in a completely revamped style. She is thematically the best class in my opinion, but maybe I just have a thing for witches, thanks to Record of Lotus War and Magic Boy. Is there something wrong with that? I think not. The second spot, and silver in this case, goes to the Druid, the class with the, in my opinion, best overall redesign in the game, aside from the Ranger, who is spot number 11, since for a spellcaster, you get an amazing versatility. The Druid can be any role you want, tank, damage dealer, supporter, healer, whatever is needed, though my favorite is the ability to either be a thematic shapeshifter or a natural mage, wrecking enemies with thunderstorms and earthquakes. My favorite class, and the one with the gold medal, is the sorcerer. I always love being able to specialize my mages by only learning a handful of spells and not having access to the entire spell list, which is boring by the way, which was the most fun part of the sorcerer aside from the thematic bloodlines. These got an amazing overhaul in 2nd edition as well, not only feeling thematic and diverse, but depending on the bloodline, you can have access to one of the 4 spell lists. For example, the angelic or demonic bloodline for access to divine spells. Playing a spontaneous healer without an oracle's curse is now a possibility, and I love it so much for that. Already one of my favorite classes in 1st edition, this iteration secured its 1st place, probably for a long time to come. With new classes coming again in 2022, we have to see how the spotlight changes, but maybe I will make a new video down the line, once we had time to play with them. Until then, I thank you so much for your time and want to know in the comments what your favorite classes are and why you love them so much. Please leave a like so that I not only know you want more of this type of content, but also to support this channel. Subscribe for more content and guides, and above all, stay safe on the roads in Galarian. They are treacherous and beautiful at the same time.